これ、
Yes.
聞こえます。
Again, may I ask one thing? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing. Okay. Okay, definitely. So, after 1 month's absence, very congratulations. We'll be able to meet each other and again. Very great. Very great. So this is very famous. So this is very famous. Once the Chinese very famous teacher, they must name it Sekito-kisen. Sekito-kisen. He was just asked, what is Buddha? What is Buddha? Then Sekito-kisen just answered. But his answer is, the sky never interrupt the cloud floating. This is what Buddha is. Very understandable. Yes. So once we have to realize this reality, then you'll be able to satisfy with everything. What's going here without any trouble, any question, trouble, question, problem. This is very important thing. This is our true self. Nothing concerned with what we think about self or ego. Our true self is so huge, so huge. The sky never interrupts the clouds floating. See? As it is. Okay. So today's text is what again was just teaching us is number 82. Number 82 is obscurity. Obscurity. Sounds it's not familiar to me, but it's all right. Avidya, ignorance. Avidya. May I ask one thing? What is Avidya? Well, doesn't matter. Obscurity is a kind. See, what's she just mentioned about what's mentioned about obscurity is a recognition. Obscurity is a recognition. You see, when I just see this, when I face this, simply I just become as it is. This is this is our true self. You see, when I face this, simply I just become as it is. See, oneness. See, this is oneness. This is our true self. This is a true our reality. Then I recognize this. Then it's almost the same times I recognize what we think about the self or ego. Later, then there is certain separation. There is certain separation between this and this. See, this is not a truth. See, this is a creation of the thinking of soul. This is delusion. See? Never be deceived by your thinking or soul. The reality, the truth is before recognition. See? There is no separation. There is no separation between this and this, that and this. See, after recognition, there is a certain separation, as I just mentioned. Then completely this one and this one divided. This is not a reality. This is not a truth. You see, the truth is no separation between this and this. Oneness. Oneness is the true ourselves and the reality. See? So the people don't know much about, see, what the recognition is, what the recognition is. Recognition is just recognize something, something. Then what's happened is, there are two things just happen. The one is the things being recognized, and a person who recognizes. See, otherwise, we never be able to recognize the things as it is. This is not a true. That is another thing. See, the reality is, as I just mentioned before, see, when I face this, I simply just become as it is. See, this is a reality, oneness. So itself, itself. So itself never itself doesn't need to know much about what it is because of itself. See, itself doesn't need to know much about what it is because of itself. And it's not possible to know much about what it is because of itself. We understand. See, that's where we are just the living right now. See, then kind of function of recognition just come out. And you recognize this at the same time, you recognize this one. That's related after recognition. Before recognition, there is nothing exists at all. Very important. As far as you know much about who you are. Okay. Obscurity is a recognition. Recognition the mind things, acknowledgement cause attachment. So this this acknowledgement is simply that causes us trouble, question, and whatever. So cause suffering. Before you acknowledge the things, we are simply there's no separation. So we need to know much about what it is because of itself. So now what people thinking about to know much about what it is. So people just try to understand what it is by kind of a knowledge, but it doesn't need to do. It doesn't need to do it. See, because itself, when I face this, I simply become as it is. So, itself, I just become itself. So itself doesn't need to know much about what itself is. See, one. This is a total difficulty they understand even concept. So this way we are just doing right now. This way, only this way, we can just act. We can just live on. See, what's going on is only this way. Nothing concerns what you think about this. This is kind of doesn't, nothing concerns the concept. My thinking was simply positive. See? And this way we have to just do doesn't. See? Shakyamuni Buddha, the first person who realized this reality, this truth, is the Shakyamuni Buddha. The Shakyamuni Buddha just simply recommend us to do that. If you sincerely just want to encounter to yourself, only that you'll be able to just do it. See? Our true self is entirely different, completely different from what the people think about. What we think about self or ego, completely different. That's why we have to do. We have to do. Only one occasion, only one chance within our life. We have to do it. This is the most valuable thing. This is the most valuable. Gary-san, you can do it. You can do it. See, as I just always mentioned, you can do it. See, with 1 square meter or half square meter space is totally enough. Then you simply just sit. If you have a kind of random question, that's much better. If you don't have, it doesn't matter. The simply sit. See, then what sitting? What doesn't age? The more just thinking, the more thinking also just coming in your mind. You simply release them as they. This is totally enough. See? Okay. Whatever just thinking or thoughts just coming up in your mind, you just simply just release them as it is. Although it's very easy to say, it's very difficult. See, if you do yourself, you should do it. Only one occasion, only chance to encounter, to realize for you with Zazen. See, Zazen is the most important things for us to do, because we were able to encounter through ourselves. As I just mentioned before, our true self is totally different. Totally different what we just thinking about self or ego. That's the reason the Shakyamuni Buddha just recommend us to do that. This is the only way you'll be able to satisfy with yourself. Hi. Then what's the Jinen Roshi. As a result, we are deluded because it's what people thinking about. See, thinking about is this separation. You see, between this and this one is the truth. This truth. But this causes us proven question. So why people just believe this is truth is people don't know much about before recognition. See, people don't know much about before recognition. So before recognition never come up in our mind because of before recognition. See, the things just the things of the matter just come out in our mind is after recognition. After recognition, the thinking is before recognition. Before recognition, there is nothing exists at all. Even the thinking and thoughts, thinking never exists. This experience is at least we need to experience. Otherwise, the people easily just people are easily just deluded by thinking or thought. Once you just recognize this reality, you see, we never just deceived by thinking or thought. You see, this is a most valuable thing. We never just, we are just never, we never just deceived or fooled by thinking or thought. That's the reason we have to do something. You see? Okay. Then, as a result, we are deluded because we are just, declaration is a mind that acknowledges things, and this acknowledgements cause attachment. See? As a result, we are deluded. Very simple. The kids never have a kind of attachment. So the kids never have any troubles. But unfortunately, other person, just like we well, children should have, we have children should the trouble because of this attachment. People just attach to the thinking so too much. See? Thinking of thought is not a truth. See? Thinking of thought just come out. See? Without any reason. See? What the people thinking about because of kind of the what we thinking about the self or ego, kind of a substance. We just recognize. Then that's kind of the self or ego just can't just think of. Then thinking or the thoughts come out. This is total misunderstanding, misconception. That is not truth. Neither be deceived. Thinking or thought simply come out without any reason. People don't know much about this. See, that's the reason we have to do something. Thinking and thoughts just come out without any reason. So why we have to care much about the thinking or thoughts? It's coming out without any reason. So, without any reason, people just come. Just like a bubble in the river. See, bubble come out. See, randomly, without any, just come out in the river. So, see, that's the thing. Thinking also the exact same, just come out without any reason, so that we don't need to care much about the thinking also, but the people can't help dealing with it. This causes trouble, the trouble question, whatever. Only this. None of other things cause us any trouble. Very great. Okay, everyday life. Everyday life only appears after recognition. Yes, that's it. So, see what we are just what we are doing right now, right here, is without awareness. Without awareness, we can do anything. Without awareness, what you think about self or ego, never concern with what we are doing right now, right here. This is the most important thing. We have to just realize this is the most important thing. We have to realize. See, without what we think about the self ego, we can just act. Very great. See? So nothing trouble at all. Nothing trouble without awareness. Without awareness. Then after that, we just recognize the things. Recognize what we have done. And then, as I just mentioned, certain separation between what we have done and the decision. We try to just think about that is so many delusions just come. Right. That's it. See? Right. So simply just release to thinking, whatever thinking was as it is. This is totally enough. This is that. Okay. Everyday life only appears after recognition. This is the everyday life. Everyday life is the everyday life in our mind. Everyday life is just come out. Everyday life just come out in our mind. This is another reality. This is another reality. The everyday life, true. I may say true reality of everyday life. True reality of everyday life is completely and without awareness. Without awareness. So nothing trouble at all. Nothing trouble at all. Without awareness, everything just gone away. Everything just disappeared. See? Right. This is very important. This is a Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. Right. Okay, Shakyamuni saw through the misconception that there is no way other than cause and effect. Cause and effect is, I may say this. When I clap my hand, you simply become sound itself without doing anything. Without doing anything. This is a cause and effect. Without doing anything, we can just simply act. Oh. Is it understandable? That's the reason. That's the reason. No problem at all. Without awareness, we can act. This acting, this activity is only, this activity only exists. See? No others, only this activity. You see, then everything is totally appearing and disappearing and ending without any trouble. Without any trouble. Then you just recognize what happened. Then you try to think about totally useless. Totally useless. The reality is totally ended. Totally ended. without awareness, without awareness. This is this is this is the truth, and this is a true universe. What the people think about the universe is totally different. See, that's the universe. The people thinking about the people just create with the thinking also. That is another true universe is simply just to see. When I clap my hand, see, the universe come out and they disappear. We understand. This is the Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. So, nothing less. See, such a wondrous universe or reality. Nothing less. See, when I face this, I face this one totally disappears, and I just simply become nothing less. Then when I just face the people think about, still the things is remaining. This is totally misconception. This is totally misconception, misunderstanding. So simply just come. That's the new one. Then again, this is the things. The things is. This is a misconception. When I face this, I just simply become as a kid. Then when I just face these things, totally disappear. See, simply I just become. Then again, I just see this and the people, as I just mentioned, people thinking about, still just the things I just, other people just, they saw before, still remain. This is totally misconception. You see? Just things just come on. Right now, right? Very fresh, always fresh. The things never come out twice, 3 times, always once. See, always once. Never just come out twice or 3 times, always once. This is a true universe. This is the reality of the universe. Never just come out twice or 3 times, always once. Hi. Okay. Shakyamuni saw through the misconception that there is no way other than cause and effect. See, cause and effect, as I just cause and effect is one. See, what people think of the cause, what people think of is cause and effect is 2 things. This is totally misconception, wonder. You see? At the same time, cause and effects just happen and they completely disappear. That's the reason nothing left. Because the cause and the effect is one. See what people thinking about, as I just mentioned, the cause and the effect, or cause and the result is the truth. That's the reason. See, you see, there is something that cause and result. Both of them things that remain because there is because of this reason. the things, this results come out. That's the reason cause and effect always left, cause always remain. Because the cause and results, cause and effect are the same. Nothing less. Nothing less. See? Ah, that's kind of crazy. Jinen just clap his hand is kind of memory. So nothing left to do. Kind of, that's the memory in your mind. That's the memory left in your mind. That's another reality. See, sound is nothing left at all. Because cause and effect is one. Okay. Very easy. Okay. There is an extremely important key to seeing through cause and effect. See what it says. What says? See what the people thinking about. What are they thinking about? Cause and effects is, as I just mentioned. You see, because I clap my hand, and sun come out. See, this is not a truth. This is not a truth, as I say. See, this is the way people just see the sound or hear the sound or see the things. People see the things or people hear the sound. There is certain separation. There is a certain separation between the things and what you're thinking about the self or ego. This is not a truth. This is not reality. See, the thing says, when I see simply, I just become as it is. No separation. This is a truth. This is a reality. This is a Dharma saying the person. See, the whole thing is Dharma. See, Dharma is self. What do people think about the mentioned? Here is the people just they recognize this one, what we think about the self and self or ego. These people just see the things just come out. This is totally a misunderstanding, totally misconception. This is not true. When I faced it, the things and this become one. These things come out. See? There is no center. There is no center. See, no center. What we think about the self or ego. There is no center. Simply this one head, this one we call it Dharma body. This one, Dharma body, not what we think about the self or ego. This is the Dharma body. This Dharma body is that the things simply come out at the same time. Come out at the same time and become one. Then things just come out. This is reality. It's easy. looks like it's see. So that what people thinking about is a completely misconception. That is not true. Okay, there is an extremely important key to seeing through cause and effect. So once you just completely release thinking and thoughts, then what's happened is, see, there is no separation. There is no separation between this and this. See? You never be able to be aware of anything. You see, you never be able to be aware of anything, simply as it is. See? Then kind of things just happen, and the kind of the thinking also come out. Then you will be able to realize what the cause and effect is, what true ourselves is, who we are. See? Once you just there is no separation between this and this. See? Then something, the thinking just come up. At that time, you'll be able to just realize who you are. That's really, we have to do something. See? Otherwise, the thinking was sort of never cease. See? Completely thinking also cease. Then, as I just mentioned, there is no separation between this and this. This is things. This is a Shakyamuni Buddha's realization. The first person who realized the truth, this truth for reality. Okay. It is a difference between the self's viewpoint of the Dharma and the Dharma seeing the person. That's as I just mentioned. See what the people think about. Because we face this one, then we will be able to just realize what it is. This is totally misunderstand, as I just mentioned. As I just mentioned before, what you think about self, what you think about the self, never exists. This is Dharma body. This is not what you think about the self. This is Dharma body. This Dharma body and the things just come out at the same time, and they become one. Then the same things just come out. And this is reality. This is what the Guidos just mentioned about the Dharma seeing the person. Dharma seeing the person. This is true. This is reality. If it's from the viewpoint of the self, it is tainted. Yes, sorry to say, doctor. Interception. It is tainted, it is impure. See? Because the pure things, there is no separation. See? There is no separation between this and this. This is the pure. Then you recognize this. Then these things, you can just recognize this. At other times, you just recognize this. This is impure. Because not true. You see, it's tainted. It's impure. Pure matter. Pure matter is, there is no separation. There is no discretion. No discretion between this and this. See? Never be tainted. Never be tainted by thinking or thought. Yeah. See. Yeah. So, okay. So the last one, infinite eternity is now. It is now. See, this is the most important thing. See? What the people think about really, the past, present, and the future. See? This is totally misunderstanding. See? Only right now. See? Only right now, right here exists. Nothing concerned with the past. Nothing concerned present. Totally nothing concerned with the future. But right now. This is infinite, 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 infinite eternity. Infinite eternity. What is infinite eternity? Only like now. Oh, it's a totally difficult to understand this reality, even in concept. But only one occasion, one chance to realize this infinite eternity. What to think about eternity? That's a creation of the thinking of the thought. See, that's a delusion. This is the infinite eternity. Gary-san, again. 1 square meter space is enough. See, or half. Then you simply say, see, whenever you are free, see, then the most important things is whatever thinking or thought coming in your mind, coming out in your mind, simply you just release. Then as it is, this is as it. Continually, constantly you do. Then you will be just encountered through yourself. Through yourself, the entire different form. What you're thinking about the self or ego. See, this is only one occasion. This is only one occasion to realize what it is within your life. Hi. Only one choice. Hi. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Danke schön. See you the day after tomorrow. Hi. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tom-san again. Many questions, please.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.